G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Biker Bits garage where average blokes muck around with their bikes. So in this video, Max the DR650, 2009 model, his Speedo just stopped working, don't know why. So what I've done so far is taken off the front wheel, hang on, I'll bring you over. Right, so as I said, I've taken off the front wheel. This is the Speedo cable. That's the bit there that fits on there. Normally there's a piece sticking out of here that slots into there, but as you can see, hopefully, that piece is actually sitting in there. And that, we can get on that, that's actually sheared off the cable. So I've purchased a new one. I was already going to purchase a new one because if you can see here, this is all taped up. I ran this through there. I had this positioned wrong. I think I had it up that way. And the knobbies ended up bloody ripping into the plastic. So luckily, I've got one here. $27.95. Got it off Adventure Bike Australia. And that is that piece that should have been attached on there. So this hopefully should be a pretty simple job. Now on here, this thing that moves around, which then turns that Speedo, this doesn't feel silky smooth. It's pretty, it feels all gunky. So that might have been the issue. So I'm going to clean all this out and then re-grease it. And hopefully that will fix it. So hopefully there's nothing else wrong in here which caused that to break off. Rightio, let's, and no, I don't have enough Kero in the bottom to run this pump, so need to refill it up. So I'm just using a paintbrushy bloody thing to just try and clean up out all that, that grease. And don't forget in there. Righto guys, I'll come back to you once all this is cleaned up and then we'll re-grease it and hopefully it'll, I don't know if that's, yeah, it still feels a bit shitty. Rightio guys, so I think I have got, I'm just, every time I do this, stuff keeps coming out of it. So I've been doing the Kero, then I did degreaser using a, you know, the pushing, then I ran out of degreaser, so now I'm running with the WD-40, just getting in there and really working it around. And it's now starting to move way better. Look at that. Just, I think the reverse isn't as good. It's a little bit, but that's just sweet. So, I'll just show you, try and give you guys a bit of a close-up on how this thing works. Hopefully get you guys up there so you can see that in there. So you've got the, I don't know, it's like a worm screw, which then drives that in there. So if I get this, well, where are you? There you are. Try and do this. Hopefully you can see that I'm turning that thing around, so that's turning that around. And around there. Whoop, I'm trying to do this through the camera, sorry guys. So you can see that turning. Oh, Christ almighty. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully that's got it. Cool. If I do it like this, it just turns. Righto. Righto, so now all we've got to do is put some grease in there, I suppose. Now, I don't know how much you're supposed to put in here. You know, whether you fill it, I don't think you would fill it. As long as it's got a decent amount in there. Use the old brush to get it in there down. Hopefully that'll just start working all around it. Yeah, so that's now feels way better. Both direct, that's working really good now. Now this isn't, it's not silky. There's a bit of pressure to move that. I don't know, I can't remember, how, obviously it's a worm screw, so there's going to be a bit of friction on it. In my limited bloody knowledge. We're going to find out if it all works. Just put a bit more in there just for good measure. Grease is cheap. Cheaper than a new part. Righto. Actually guys, I was just bloody cleaning up my bits and pieces. I suppose it wouldn't hurt just to put a dab in there. Can't hurt, can it? Righto, so that is all greased up. It's running free. Got our new piece here. That'll slot in there, like so. So all we've got to do now is get this end attached to the bike. Righto, so this is where I take a note of how everything is running through through there. Run around that bloody triple bit there, and then that's going to come out. And that, I don't know if you can see that, guys, but oh, where's my finger? There it is. And then obviously into that Speedo. So we've got to rip that one off. I think a pair of needle nose pliers will do that. Righto, let's see how hard this is going to be to do it like this. Oh, I think I'm going to need my short lookers on. Yeah, that's turning. Might be a slow process, but we'll get there, guys. It was actually surprising how loose that was. There we go. So if I start to pull that through, you should be able to see that. Oh, that's pulling the wrong bit. That bit's, there you go, that little bit's come out now. I'm just going to feed that through. Righto, that should just simply come out like that. Booyah! Yeah, it looks all pretty cruddy. Real just gunky grease. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, obviously I took the front, front cover off, which is that sitting there, normal 3 bolts. So now we've just got to feed that in, hook that on with the wheel, and we'll be set to go. Righto, so that goes through there. In actual fact, I'll come up through this way, which then goes through there. This was to bend around here and then find our way up through here. Oop. There it is there. I'll just bring that out like that for the moment. Realign you guys. Rightio, let's see if I can get this in without kicking the tripod and getting all my fingers in the way so that you guys bloody can see what's going on. Now that's got to obviously go that way. It's got to be facing that way. For that to then go there. Righto, managed to screw that on, guys. Try and, I don't know whether that's, oh, there you go, I've just felt it. Right, guys, so as I was putting this thing pushed out like that, which means it's not sitting in the Speedo housing, so you've got to push that up, and it gets a bit won't go. So you just spin it, and as you spin it, it just finds its way in there. So I reckon, yeah, that's going all the way in now. So that hopefully should be the deal. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's starting to rain. So I've just got to tighten this up, and I did put a little smear of grease on the top of that, on the other bit of that thing. I don't know whether you're supposed to or not, but I did anyway. I reckon that should be. We'll just give that a good tighten now. That's it, done. So now we've just got to whack this in here. So it seats right in there proper. Put the screw in to lock it in. You can see that screw there. And that screw should just go straight in without any resistance. Nice and tight. So there we go, that's ready to go for put the bloody wheel back on. In actual fact, it should be facing that way. Okay, so now we've got to do the monkey dance. Oh, to get this all in line. So first thing I've got to do is make sure I'm getting in the caliper, which is like that. Lost my little bloody spacer on the other, the spacer thing's on the other side. I'm going to get him back in, like so. And then we've got to get this around, bring him down, and get him to, yep, that's it, got him there. And which way do we, it's not like it's there, that's it, that's the spot right there. Oh, geez, that was pretty easy, guys. Normally it bloody stuffs around. Hang on, Mark, you haven't got the axle in yet. Righto, now I've got a light, I've cleaned off the grease that was on there, put a nice, just a light covering of grease on that. And that's just got to go through. Lift that up a little bit, slide her in, give it a jiggity wiggity. Hopefully that should get us to start screwing it on. Beautiful. I think that's going through. It certainly is. Nice. Now I've got to put these on. Righto, whack. Oh, what have we got? So why is that face? It's got a face. It's got an arrow. It's got an arrow on it. Right there. Does that mean that would mean to face it upwards? Like I said, guys, I'm no bloody mechanic. I do know that they say, apparently in the manual, is that you're supposed to tighten these top ones first and then the bottom ones. I reckon over the years I've done it all differently. This time we'll do what they say. I better just give that an actual... Clearly you should be doing it to whatever torque specs that they say. I've never done that. Never had a problem. So, I actually might just back that off just a little bit, because now we've got to do the push up and down to seat these, which means I can now take it off the jack do the jumpy. So basically that just allows the forks on that axle sit where they want to sit, because if you do all this up and it's a little bit skew-whiffed, it binds. That's my belief. That's what I think the professionals tell us. Righto. These things will have a torque as well. I just do them up snug. Never want to over tighten them. You don't want to bust bolts. Righto, that should be a job done. Let's see if the Speedo works. Righto guys, so I've got Nay just holding the camera so you can see that. I'm going to spin this front wheel and she's going to let me know if I get any speed out of it and also whether the odometer turns over. Does that give you anything?
It's moving a little.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So I just...
Yeah, there you go.
Excellent. Cool bananas. Righto, so that is a job done. Geez, that stuff looks so brand new compared to the rest of the bloody bike. Rightio, so that is another job done. For people that don't watch the channel and you've come across this video, there's a whole heap of stuff that I've got to get done to MAX the DR650. It's all up there. I've got the throttle cable, the clutch cables, I've got case saver, bloody things. There's a whole list of stuff that I've got to do to this bike. Those that follow the channel know that I've got lots of stuff going on everywhere. I'll eventually get round to that. Right, so to break that down, $27.95 to buy a new cable. The biggest part was cleaning out all that old grease that was in that bottom part. So I used the Kero parts washer thing. I used the can of degreaser so I could squirt it in there and get it bloody moving, and I just kept going. And then there was periods where I'd let it sit there for 20 minutes. I did that twice just so it could soak in there and just get that stuff, because every time I was pouring it out, I was watching and the stuff just kept coming. So I got it totally clean, as you saw, re-greased it, chucked it all back together, and hey presto, the bloody thing works. So bloody good shit. Righto guys, remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.